They work between the moral and the immoral. The black.
Boom.
99% of people don't know about these brutal action films, which I highly recommend watching because they are all brand new, released in 2026, and easily the best of the year. So action lovers, this video is for you. Never miss this high-octane action. The story, the visuals, everything is perfect. Add these to your favorite watch list right now, and make sure to subscribe to me for the best daily movie recommendations. Click that bell icon, and let's start.
Starting at number 10, Dirty Hands puts you right in the middle of a Chicago underworld nightmare. Imagine you and your brother are just trying to survive the streets, but a simple drug deal turns into a bloodbath, leaving a kingpin's son dead. Suddenly, you're the most wanted men in the city. Your own boss wants you dead to bury the evidence, and a rival gang is closing in for revenge. It's a claustrophobic, heart-pounding race where every friend is a potential traitor, and every alleyway is a death trap. How far would you actually go to protect your family when the entire city has a price on your head? Yes.
Why does your car go faster?
Next on number 9 is The Wrecking Crew, where a tropical paradise turns into a literal killing field. Jason Momoa and Dave Bautista play estranged half-brothers, one a Navy SEAL and the other a loose cannon detective, who have to team up after their father is murdered in Hawaii. They quickly realize he was uncovering a massive conspiracy involving the Yakuza in a high-stakes casino. This isn't just about flashy punches. It's a brutal survival story about two guys who can't stand each other having to fight through a professional army. The action is bone-crunching, and the chemistry makes every hit feel personal.
Coming in at number 8, Runner is a high-octane survival chase that never lets you breathe. Alan Ritchson plays a former soldier with one mission: deliver a life-saving medical package to a dying child. But there's a massive catch. A ruthless cartel wants that package, and they've turned his entire route into a 100-mile kill zone. It's a non-stop, visceral sprint where Ritchson has to use his fists, heavy machinery, and pure grit to stay alive. We've all felt the stress of being late for something important, but imagine if being late meant a child dies and an army of killers is standing in your way.
At number 7, we have Rise of the Conqueror, a historical survival epic that is absolutely relentless. This is the 14th century story of Timur, a man betrayed and left for dead in the brutal wilderness. You watch him survive the harshest landscapes of Central Asia with nothing but his bare hands and a will to live. It's the ultimate rags to riches story, but those riches are bought with blood, betrayal, and genius military strategy. Seeing a man stripped of his humanity rise from the dirt to conquer the known world is the most powerful survival fantasy you'll see this year.
Moving to number 6, Brothers Under Fire takes a relatable celebration and turns it into a total war zone. A squad of elite soldiers heads to Mexico for a teammate's wedding, expecting nothing but a good time. Instead, they're ambushed by a vicious cartel in a coordinated strike. With no heavy gear, no backup, and limited ammo, the captain has to lead his survivors through hostile territory while being hunted like animals. It's the ultimate wrong place, wrong time scenario that proves even when you're off the clock, the war can find you anywhere.
Next on number 5 is the Street Fighter reboot, and forget everything you know about the old gamey versions. This is raw and visceral. Set in the gritty martial arts scene of 1993, Ryu and Ken reunite for a global tournament that is secretly a front for a dark conspiracy. The fights here aren't choreographed dances. They are brutal, desperate struggles for survival, where every strike looks like it actually breaks bones. It's a nostalgia trip with teeth, focusing on warriors who are haunted by their past and fighting for their lives in a world that wants to chew them up and spit them out.
On number 4, The Furious delivers a story of parental rage that is completely terrifying. When a simple tradesman's daughter is snatched off the street by a human trafficking ring, he doesn't call the cops. He goes to war. He isn't a superhero. He's just a man who knows how to fight and has absolutely nothing left to lose. Teaming up with a journalist, he tears through a Thai criminal syndicate in a series of some of the most realistic and violent martial arts sequences ever filmed. That parental instinct is the most relatable survival trigger there is, and you'll feel every punch he throws.
Coming in at number 3 is Mortal Kombat 2, where survival isn't just personal, it's for the entire planet. The stakes have shifted from a tournament to an all-out war, as Shao Kahn's forces invade Earthrealm. The defenders are pinned against a wall, outmatched and outgunned. This is a dark, gore-filled struggle where the action is dialed to 11 and the fatalities feel like a legitimate threat to your favorite characters. It's the ultimate underdog story, where losing doesn't just mean death, it means your entire reality gets erased from existence.
Is that what you think we're doing?
Everybody going out of the skin.
Let's do it.
We make a good team, don't we, eh?
At number 2, Apex is the most intense survival thriller of 2026. Charlize Theron plays Sasha, a world-class rock climber who returns to a deadly peak to face the trauma of a past accident. But she quickly realizes she's not alone. She's being hunted by a human predator who treats the mountain like his personal killing ground. Stranded on a vertical cliffside with almost no gear, Sasha has to turn the environment itself into a weapon. This is the purest survival story on the list, a chilling reminder that the most dangerous animal in the world is a person with their back against the wall.
They work between the moral and the immoral. The black.
And finally, at number 1, In the Gray brings that signature high-stakes chaos. Henry Cavill and Jake Gyllenhaal lead an elite covert unit on a suicidal heist to recover a billion-dollar fortune stolen by a dictator. Of course, the plan falls apart almost immediately, leaving the team stranded in the middle of a massive war zone. It becomes a pure, stylish survival game where they have to outsmart and outgun an entire army just to make it to the extraction point. It's fast-talking, incredibly violent, and keeps you guessing who is actually going to make it out alive.
If you enjoyed this list, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe right now. You don't want to miss my next video, where I'm breaking down the top 10 hidden gems, those secret masterpiece movies that everyone is sleeping on. Turn on notifications so you're the first to see it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.